In honor of this fall season, we're just gonna start making some soups. My name is Lisa. You're gonna want your Ninja Foodi on. And we're going to select sear saute, defaults to high, and we're gonna hit start. So while the Ninja Foodi is preheating on high on the sear saute function, I'm gonna go over the ingredients. I have chopped, sliced, diced, measured. Yes, oh my God, it's been so strenuous here. No, it's been great. This is about a ½ pound of ground hamburger or ground beef. There's like, I don't want to touch this, get my hands dirty. This is like a ½ pound of hot Italian sausage. You can use sweet if you want to. I didn't have any in the freezer. Once again, use what you have. And like if you want a little bit of spiciness at the end, you can always add red pepper flakes, which I already got out because I didn't realize I only had hot sausage. So I'm not going to add this because I know that this sausage that I purchased is a bit spicy and it's going to flavor the whole dish. Whatever is in that Italian sausage flavors a soup. I believe like when you make lasagna, when you make stuffed zucchini, stuffed peppers, mix your meats. The taste is so much better. Just, I mean, if you can, but I just stressed that. Okay, once again, I do not want this video to be long-winded. So you got a ½ pound, which equals 1 pound. I think it may be a bit over, but that's fine. Cooking doesn't have to be an exact science. On to our, like, I don't know what you call it, the mirepoix, that's the French term. This is like a soup trinity to me. You're gonna have, this is like 1 large onion diced up. I will go like this so you can see what size it is. I did take 2 large carrots and cut those up as well. I like carrots. I prefer more carrot than celery. Usually you want equal parts. Wing it, people, wing it. And this is 2 stalks of celery. For our seasoning, this is 4 cloves of minced garlic, a teaspoon and a half of Italian seasoning, ½ a teaspoon of kosher salt, and a ½ a teaspoon of black pepper. You're also going to need 3, I think they're 15-ounce cans of beans. I mix mine. You can only add 2 if you want. I had 3 cans and I wanted to use them up. So I have 1 can of cannellinis, or you can use Great Northern. I have 1 can of kidney beans and 1 can of the red pinto beans. Make sure you rinse these under cold water. You're also going to need some beef stock or beef broth. You need 1 can of diced tomato. This is the 14.5 ounce. You're also going to need 16 ounces or 14 ounces of tomato sauce. So let's go right over to Ninja Foodi and get this thing started. So your Ninja Foodi is on high sear saute. It's been heating for quite some time. We're gonna take that meat. Oh yeah, sizzle, sizzle. Your Italian sausage, just throw it in there. What I do is take this. This is an oxo. I don't know what they call this, but it breaks up meat, sausage, whatever you want, into small pieces, which is perfect for the soup. This sausage is partially frozen, so we're going to have to work a little bit here to get that broken up. And this was link sausage, actually, by the way. So once again, just use what you have in your house. Now we're going to want to break this up, and we want this brown. The burger and the sausage is cooking up nicely. If you want to drain this, go ahead and drain it. I am opting not to drain it. Next, we're just going to go ahead and add our mirepoix mixture, the onion, carrots, and celery. Just going to take a wooden spoon or a silicone spatula. You're just going to mix this up. You want to cook this veg. You want to sweat it down. Because usually I do it separate. But you know something? I don't feel like dirtying another pot. Why should we? So I'm going to sweat this probably anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. But you know something? While these vegetables are sweating with the meat, I'm just going to go ahead and add the Italian seasoning. That 1 1/2 teaspoons. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt because there's going to be like a ½ a teaspoon. There's going to be a lot of salt in the beans and there's going to be a lot of salt in the beef stock because I didn't make that myself. I'm just going to add like a ½ a teaspoon of black pepper and go ahead and add those 4 cloves of minced garlic. And you're just going to give it a stir. And this is going to start smelling, I mean, the sausage is cooking. It smells fantastic in here. But with the garlic and the Italian seasoning and everything else, oh, this is great. Vegetables are done sweating. What I am going to do, I'm going to keep that sear saute on, and I'm going to go ahead and add, you're just going to pour those beans in there. I'm going to go ahead and add those diced tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and add that tomato sauce. We might just go ahead and use this whole thing. We're just gonna go ahead and add the complete carton of beef stock. So that's like soup consistency right here. This is looking good already. Now my little secret ingredient. I always have either the rind or frozen Parmesan cheese in the freezer, and I like to add it right to this soup. It gives it that like a nice undertone. You don't even know what's in there, but it creates that depth of flavor. Now what you can do right now if you want to, which I'm gonna do just for fun, is gonna grab some of that liquid. Oh my God. This is not even done yet. This is gonna be spectacular. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on. There you go. Make sure it's set to seal. Let's go down to the control panel. As you can tell, the sear saute is still on. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit stop. We're gonna hit pressure. Check the temp, it's high. It automatically defaults to 10 minutes, but we're gonna bring it down to 7 minutes and we're just gonna hit start. It's done pressure cooking. So now we're gonna do a 15-minute natural release. What we mean by that is we want this to go up to 15 minutes. See how it's counting up? And then once it hits the 15-minute mark, then we're gonna do a quick pressure release. Okay, so we're coming up to the 15-minute natural release. Let me take you up to the top. We're going to go ahead and do a quick release. This took a good 4.5 minutes for the pressure to release. I was flabbergasted. I expected maybe 2 to 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead, the red tab has dropped in the back. We're just gonna go ahead and remove the lid. Once again, please be careful. Watch for the steam as well as dripping water. Oh yeah, look at that. Just gonna take this and stir it. Oh my God. Let me tell you guys, if you could smell it in this kitchen right now, it is amazing. This smells so good. Look at this delicious soup. And that Parmesan is completely gone. That Parmesan cheese is completely melted right into this soup. I'm not sure what we're gonna call this soup. It's like a fake pasta fagioli because I'm not adding any pasta. If somebody does want pasta, I will cook pasta on the side and add it as they want it. I did make a loaf of homemade bread. That'll serve as the carb because there's a lot of carbs in here because of the beans. So we're just gonna serve a nice homemade loaf of bread that I made in the bread machine. Just don't tell the Ninja Foodi that. All right, so I'm going to dish this up. We're gonna have to let it cool a bit before I can taste test it. Yes, I filled this bowl up way too much, but that's fine. Here's the end result of that. Well, it's not really a pasta fagioli because there's no pasta in it, but it's a pasta fagioli without the pasta. I added a little bit of parsley as well as some extra Parmesan cheese. And once again, see, this is steaming. This is going to be super hot, and I'm already spilling on the sides. So let me just take a little bit of this out. My mouth's watering. It smells so good in here. You guys, I wish we had YouTube smell-o-vision. That'd be fantastic. This is delicious. The sausage, I hate to say this, is what makes this. That sausage shines through. The seasoning that's in the sausage, I can taste it. It is wonderful. Yes, you can just use plain hamburger, 1 pound, but if you can use the sausage, this is spectacular. It's really, really good. This is freaking amazing. I'm going to be texting my brother to say, yo, you need to stop over here. This is delicious. Give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the notifications button. Check me out on the Pressure Crisp Facebook group. Stay tuned for more Ninja Foodi recipes in the future. Thanks a lot.